What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all having a fantastic fucking night. It's good to see you guys. Yo, Drazy and crew. How have you guys been, brothers?
Been vibing.
Yeah, I mean,
Vibing, chilling.
Mm-hmm. Yup. Took like 5 days
been
off and streamed for like 35 hours in total.
oh
Oh,
shit.
Jesus Christ. I'm
I'm
not gonna
dead.
lie, man. I'm almost like treating streaming like a job now, where it's like literally I'll be streaming like you can expect me definitely 5 days a week. I try to take 2 days off, kind of like the whole weekend kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I've only done a couple weeks where I've streamed six, and it's been like maybe 1 week I did all 7 days. That's because I didn't have anything else to do. I wasn't working, I wasn't doing shit that whole
Yeah.
week. So I was kind of like, let's just vibe, stream, get drunk every single day, and just fucking stream, baby. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
True.
I
You
have
can,
weed
why
in my
not?
fucking I have weed in my crib too, so it's like it's just the best thing you could possibly do as a human. Just play games and fucking scream and tell dumbass jokes on stream. It's the
Hell
best
yeah.
thing ever. But okay, let's get the pod started like this, man. I for the last week at work, it has been crazy. And one of the things I wanted to talk about so bad, and I talked about this literally on the stream before we even started this bitch ass podcast, was I it was literally today. I had this person at my work, man. He's very into like conspiracy theories and very into some of them. And like here's the thing, yo, Croon's Razy, I will listen to some because some literally sound like good, but like some of them, I'm like, yo, this is like not even just for don't stop like for you. Don't stop being a dumbass just for my benefit. Literally stop being a dumbass for like everyone else. Like I'm trying to save you from your own stupidity, man. Like some like it's like it seems like literally with conspiracy theories you can't like just like a couple of them. You can't just be like, oh, I'll take this one or that one. You got to be all in with fucking like shapeshifters and
Yep.
lizard people and like just crazy ass shit. Like literally this guy he told me there's a he's like he doesn't believe I can't believe I'm actually saying these words to you, but like he doesn't believe that water is wet. And
What?
I'm like, did you create the whole concept of the Earth is flat? Like, that's the kind of vibe I got from your bitch ass.
Well, I
Like,
mean, he probably believes that, I would assume. What
well,
does
it's
that
like
even
that.
mean?
It's like that whole fucking book, man. It's like, yo, if you give a mouse a cookie, he'll ask for a glass of milk. It's like if you give a fucking dumbass an access to the internet, he'll literally post, "Oh, the Earth might be flat." And now, like, guys, for my whole life, I never ever ever thought the earth was no one ever even thought the earth, everyone was just living a cool, they were like, yeah, the earth is a circle. Now for some reason the last like 5 6 7 years they're like the earth is flat, bitch. Like
I mean, I think in the like the 1400s or 13 or maybe even 1500s, they thought the Earth was flat. Yeah, like
That's probably where it
before
came
we,
from, but yeah,
yeah,
somehow
are
it
you
before we,
got passed
serious?
yeah,
down.
before we explored the world, I guess, like, and also just in general, I think I don't know who the fuck found out that it's like not like we're not on a fucking, there's not an edge of the world or whatever.
Wait, because I want to explore this. What did you like, did you Google that, crew, or did you like hear that from somebody like a reliable
I've heard, I
source?
think that's
Like
just like history, like, yeah, like
I
that.
do
okay.
remember at some point being like, yeah, the like whoever, I don't know who we were talking about, but like if they went off the map, they thought they would just like fall down because there was nothing
Yes.
after a certain point.
That's why in I think in Pirates of the Caribbean they literally do some shit like a riff on that, like actually having it happen where it's the edge of the world or wherever.
Oh, that's
Um,
funny.
World was flat. Let's see.
Oh
That is
no.
that is wild. It is wild. Like, oh
Okay,
god,
so
man.
actually a lot earlier than that. The
Oh
belief was
jeez.
widespread in Greek world, so around 240 BC. Uh,
Oh,
This crew is over
and this
oh.
early.
so this influenced a lot of the early Middle Ages, and it carried into European and Middle Eastern schools and like knowledge basically like after that. So that's why it did kind of stay around until people started to explore the globe, and figure
Yeah.
out you could go from one side to another and shit, and it's not, there's no edge. You can't fall off.
Some people are just so dumb, man. Oh
Bro,
my
but
god.
I mean,
this is
back
like they
then
were,
though, like,
yeah,
Ugh.
they had
But
gods,
now,
bro. Like,
but now to still believe it, like
yeah, I
now,
don't know about that one, Chief.
Well, I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
I like okay, crew. I get that. Back in
yeah,
the day, we had no sign. Like, dude, okay,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. There was even a theory back in the day, like way back when, like literally, we didn't know there was like no books, there was no science, there was nothing like that. There was people that thought that like, they literally like believed that like, because when it would rain, then like grass and things would grow. Like it would grow because of the rain and like plants and like that. They literally believed that like since like you don't know anything about science and like literally all of a sudden you wake up and like there's life on the earth. They literally thought it was God fucking ejaculating on the earth. I'm not even joking. Like I'm not even joking, bro. They like cuz it's like
I don't know about it
Interesting
ejaculating, but yeah.
wording.
they literally thought it was God coming on the earth. I'm
I
not
know
even joking,
they
bro.
they did have reason, like Venus is like the season of spring, right? I think, and so like
Mhm.
that was like one of
Mhm.
their like for Roman or like Greek gods. I know that they're basically the same fucking thing, or the Romans stole from the Greeks, yeah. But
Oh.
yeah, they had a belief for everything. They had a belief for like, yeah, when the, like you said, when it rained, when it fucking like would snow, and it would be, night, bad weather,
Mhm.
like crops dying, all that shit. Like, oh, that's Hades. Oh, that's fucking,
Yeah.
Kratos. Well, that,
Yeah.
but that's just God of War. But fucking, literally no. But now I don't know. I mean, like you said, you just get kind of lost in that like rabbit hole of like conspiracy theories and shit. You find one that like somewhat sounds convincing, and then you're like, oh shit, well, this one sounds cool, like too. Like that makes sense. Like.
Right. I think it's more so people literally like I don't know if it's that or it's also people literally have gotten to a point where they're so gullible that they'll believe anything that they hear. I think that has to be thrown in there as well. You know what I mean? Because it's like
Yeah.
literally be like, oh, literally like there's this post on Twitter that has like one like, but literally because like I believe anything anyone tells me anywhere, we're just like, yo, at that point, I don't know if I can even trust you as a human being. Like at that point, you're kind of like, oh shit, like yeah, I'll just believe that the earth is flat, that water is not wet, that literally like unicorns probably existed. Like, and people literally try to say that like, yo, like unicorns actually exist. I heard someone say this. They're like, unicorns actually existed. Like I watched the documentary. Motherfucker, what kind of documentaries you watching? Like, where are you getting
Fantasy
this sort?
documentaries.
Yeah.
Where are you
What?
getting this information, man?
Oh,
Like,
that's funny.
it's just so crazy, man. So ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, people will believe what they want to believe. I mean, I don't understand people like that that are usually into conspiracy theories. They're like, oh, I don't trust the government. Like, what they put out there is like fraudulent, or like our history is
Yeah.
false, like shit like that. But it's like, what? Well, then what are you
Exactly,
reading?
Tracy.
Like, what?
Exactly, dude.
Like,
It's
what
like,
are
what the
you like? What are you reading? Like, who's publishing your
fuck?
shit? Like, who's to say that like whoever's publishing your shit isn't corrupt, or like a government spy or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
they call them, like, it makes no sense, but they're like, oh yeah, I'll just believe it because it's on some fucking forum or some shit that like I follow, like.
And like, I'm not gonna lie, there also literally is like people who believe that like they're like, yo, what if we're actually not real humans? What if we're like controlled by like puppets? What if we're actually not really like real people? Like there's even people who like think
What the
that
fuck?
like
We're in a
100%,
simulation.
yeah. Yeah. They're like, yo, what if we're all just in a big video game made by the aliens?
Not the
I'm like,
simulation
well, I'm
again,
not gonna
man.
lie. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. If we literally are controlled, then like the person who's controlling me sucks ass at the game because I've had a couple near death experiences. So let's just be honest about that shit. They lost points on that shit, bro.
Oh
But
Damn.
like,
yeah.
but like, here's another thing. There's even people who believe that like okay, I ran into one person who literally thinks that like, at work, and like for some reason at my work is just hiring some really crazy dumbass people, and like literally there's someone who believes that like, oh, like mermaids, like how in Little Mermaid they believe that the like it's like a fucking mermaid who's like half fish, half like human, and they believe that like Atlantis and like Neptune is like chilling under there on like some
Sure.
Aquaman shit with a fucking scepter. I'm like, how low is your bitch ass IQ? Like, is it the same size as your fucking shoe size? Like,
Oh my
I mean, that would
God,
be
dude.
that would be pretty cool, to live in a world like that, but
No, it'd be cool, but the question is, does it fucking exist?
god.
no, I mean, but
That's the
yeah,
real
like she
question, fam.
probably believes
Probably
in like
not.
Santa Claus and shit still, like literally, I don't know,
But
I
he's
don't even
not
know.
real.
Shit,
Yo, I'm not gonna lie,
Drazy,
Drazy.
no.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Told you Santa was fake. They're fucking gay. They fucking lied.
For real,
They fucking
dude.
lied, man. The Tooth Fairy's real. The Easter Bunny comes and literally like gives you fucking chocolate eggs. Like, nah, it's all real, man. It's all real.
Yeah.
This ain't
Thank you,
no
Brad.
CGI shit. This is all real life, bitch. Yeah. It's like, bro, some shit. Like, okay, I understand those things. It's like, yo, you want a kid to just feel happy and enjoy the childhood, but it's like, and like watching animated movies like Pixar, where it's like, yeah, or like Disney, where it's like, yeah, Little Mermaid, Living in Atlantis, like, but at some point when you get older and you still believe those things are real, like, how many fucking Disney movies? How much time did you have when you were a kid? Like, Jesus Christ, man.
I mean,
Oh,
the thing is too, though, it's like the argument is that they could have though is like, what's to say, what's you to argue that that's different than like, I don't know, someone believing in like aliens or like ghosts or some shit,
here's the
like,
thing.
Ooh.
Here's the thing.
Interesting.
Mm.
Ooh.
Okay, like here's the thing about this. Like if there's like a theory that like, yeah, the whole like universe and things like that. But here's the thing though, bro. Like the reason why I think there's no argument that aliens don't exist is because literally if aliens don't exist, then people are really tripping out their fucking mind because it's like there's literally a place in America that's called Area 51 that literally like it must be secret as fuck to literally how it's related to aliens. It must be so secret to literally where if you even just like glance at it, you can literally get shot legally. Like if that's the case and aliens don't exist, then it's like what the fuck is human civilization even doing? And not only that, but it's like we've already documented and we've already seen like so many different planets. And it's like literally to think that we're the only ones that are still in this and like because like in the whole universe everything that we can currently see there's over 2 trillion galaxies and in every single galaxy there's estimated to be about 100 billion planets, so whatever 100 billion times 2 trillion is, that's how many fucking planets is in our universe apparently. But
Damn.
like I know it's fucking bizarre, right? Like I can
A
even tell
lot.
Drazy, he's like stroking his
A
fucking
lot.
beard. He's like that. He's like, yo, that just blew my fucking mind. Like, if all of that to still think we're the only ones, like this is like things we've already seen. Like, yeah, I know the whole. They're like, oh, but Brad, the ocean like is only 5% accurately mapped, leaving 95% still a mystery. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, if you could really make you could try to make me okay. Like, I just made a case right there for aliens. What's the case for fucking mermaids? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
sure
Who's
there.
to
I'm
say?
sure there. Yeah, I'm sure there is though. I'm sure there's like some conspiracy thing or like, oh yeah. I think as a kid on Facebook or some shit, there would be like, like it'd have like a skeleton, and then like the bottom half would be like a fish, and it'd be like wash up on shore outside of like, on Florida beach. Man identifies
wow.
like, so it's like,
Wow.
and then so
Uh,
someone seeing that and then being like, yeah, there you go. That's the fucking proof.
that's your proof.
There's
Yep.
a dead mermaid right there, a
Guaranteed.
skeleton and everything, like the fucking fish body, like there. That's all you need. Like, so they're going off of that, and so that's their line of like logic, and they're going,
It's a
okay,
random
yeah,
ass
that.
post.
But bro, that they in their minds they're going, that's the same as you trusting, you stuff you've read in books and stuff you've been, the government has taught you or fed you, spoon
Well,
fed
like,
you.
dude,
You like,
Hmm.
right, and I understand, but like, there's even like, dude, there's even like people who believe that like they think their theory is like, well, how do we know all that stuff that happened in history? What if it's all fake? And I'm
mm-hmm.
like, dude, what kind of argument is that? You think that every single textbook, every single like movie, every single documentary, every single fucking magazine that's ever been made in all of human history, even like the fucking like, dude, how can you fake like the fucking I don't know like the art in Egyptian pyramids. Like, bro, you think out of all that, you still think everything could be a lie? Like, what would the
Yeah.
point even be?
I mean, there's actually people that have tried to do that in like actual history though. There was like a group of people that tried to deny the Holocaust, and they
Oh,
actually had to like
Oh
go
Jesus.
through and like prove and show evidence of it in like a court, and like, to like, actually have the facts be like, I don't
feel
know,
you,
present
Dre.
and acknowledged. Like, dude, like it's insane. Like what people will go to. Like,
Bro, there's literally a fucking museum, or I guess not museum, but it's a
no, there are multiple museums. You're not wrong. Yeah,
okay, well, there's a museum,
yeah.
but I was mainly thinking of like, isn't it like a labor camp or something like that, where they kept the Jews during the
Oh,
Holocaust
you're
to
talking
work?
concentration camp. Yeah,
There you go, there you go. Like, dude,
yeah,
there's even places like that you can go. Like, I've literally
yeah.
seen my
Auschwitz, I believe, is what it's called. Yeah, I
yeah,
think that's still
like
a thing.
I've literally seen pictures. Like I've seen like my teacher even showed me legit pictures of her being there, and she
Wow.
literally was showing pictures. And like, dude, there's even like the hair of like the of all the people they would like cut off and put in a certain room. They took off all the
Oh.
glasses out of them. They couldn't wear glasses. They literally like
Yeah.
they took off all their like clothes and gave them like that, like, because you know there's a whole movie called like The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, which is all about him being in a concentration camp. They
Well,
could
that's
only
what they
wear that.
wore. Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't wear regular clothes. They couldn't wear, like, you know, like you're wearing a black jacket, I'm wearing a white shirt. Like they couldn't do that. So it's like, you still think all of that is fake? Like, dude, like, stop smoking dick and
Bro.
literally start smoking weed, like us, and like actually get a good sense of mind and
Has
like,
to be painful.
oh my
Dude,
god,
no,
dude.
like that, yeah, I don't even understand that, bro. Like that's just like another level, like, yeah, no.
Almost like disrespectful in a way.
Very much so.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like at the end of the day, it's either out of ignorance or it's either out of like them choosing to like make the case and say, no, fuck the Jews. Like I don't want to, like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to believe in that shit. Like, you know, so like, yeah, really, that's all it is. So it's either or. It's not like any gray area. Like they're
Right.
either ignorant or they just like want to fucking just deny that shit and like
Yeah.
say fuck you to them. You
Yeah.
know?
And what's funny is, like, literally, bro, they're probably using that excuse to try to be like, oh, you that shows how like unracist I am. Like, I don't think the Holocaust happened. It's like, bro, it's like more disrespectful for you to like unacknowledge the actual history of
Mm-hmm.
what happened to the Jews. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah. No. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, 100%.
Like, dude, I literally heard Joe Rogan say on a podcast. It wasn't his. He was on somebody else's. He was a guest on someone else's podcast, and he was saying that like he said he actually literally got used to get so much heat, so much shit for like bringing people on that he didn't agree with. He was like literally exactly what you said, crew, word for word. Like, there was some guy who literally came on Joe's podcast way back in the day before he became like this podcast superstar. He literally would be like, he's like, yo, back in the day, I used to bring anybody on. I'm like, oh, Holocaust isn't real? Come on. Tell me more. Like, it's like, and then he's like, yo, after a while, people started getting mad at me, and I'm like, okay, dude, I don't agree with them. Like,
You're
you know,
having a
but
conversation with them.
yeah, but he made a
Yeah.
good point. He's like, yo, I was like, yo, I don't, he's like, yo, I have to have people on that I only agree with. This shit's gonna get boring.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
you know what I mean? Yeah, people like to hear, even if it's like is a heated conversation and like the person sounds stupid. Like, it's good. It's still like, I mean, it's good to hear like what another person thinks, and if they really are like that much of a dumbass, it really like just like really lets you into that person's mind and realizes like, holy shit, man, like this human actually thinks this way and denies all this obvious history that
Well,
happened.
yeah,
Like,
it definitely that too.
what is wrong
But
with you?
also like what he's talking about too, I think is like a big thing is like people should focus on having conversations with people and trying to understand
Yeah.
one another as opposed to like being like, oh fuck you and your ideals. Like, you know, I don't understand where you're coming from, and that's usually how it ends. Like he's more like open to like really understanding where people are coming from, what their ideals are, like why they have their point of view, you know. And then like I think that that allows him to like see them as a person rather than like just
Mm-hmm.
like what they kind of portray themselves as, especially like on like social media or whatever the fuck or whatever their platform is.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, but like, yeah, I think that that's the best way to like, you know, also approach conflict too, is like, you know, rather than like, you know, going all out with your fucking fists, you know, like, why don't you just have like a
Right.
conversation and kind of figure things out, like have a discussion and like both like learn something about each other and, you know,
Exactly.
yeah, I
Mhm.
think it
And
just overall makes us better as human beings. Like,
and like, I'm not gonna lie, like literally, like I think like that's why people I think that's one of the things that people love about podcasts so much, is that it's like it's a real conversation. Like, it resonates with you. Whereas like literally like people on some shit people say on social media does not resonate with you at all. Like, some shit just gets you fucking anxious and you're like, holy shit, like what is happening? Or it's like
yeah,
literally like, you know, especially like you know, like it's just like a real conversation. It's like people actually like sitting down, talking, feeling. I mean, I'm not relaxed. I'm fucking hyper energetic as fuck. But like, it's a real conversation of like people like talking about real issues and real things and giving your honest opinion. And it's like you said about that. It's like yeah, it's like I mean, people get mad at him bringing up people they don't agree he disagrees with. But it's like, I mean, everybody deserves to be heard, I guess. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, certain people don't necessarily.
Mm.
I mean, I
I
don't
know,
think
that's why I said I
everybody.
guess.
There's a limit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I said I guess.
Some people some people I think don't necessarily need like a
But-
platform or like need to be
But that's the
like
thing, though.
Yeah,
bro,
not a
it's like-
platform for sure.
right? But it's like the thing. That's the thing. If he didn't bring them on and they didn't get heard, you wouldn't even know that person didn't deserve to be heard in the first place.
Yeah, well,
No, yeah.
well, I know. So it's kind of like that's like
It's like a double-edged sword. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's like a fucking paradox in a sense. Like,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I think as long as you're not having like fucking like, Nazis on or some shit, like you're in the clear. Like,
Yeah.
that's probably bad.
That would be horrifying.
No, I mean, but some people do it, bro. They're like, yeah, let's get
yeah.
them on, like have a,
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but I guess like I don't know, like I don't need to see eye to eye with someone like that.
Yeah.
And like I'm not the person to change someone like that too, like they're
Exactly.
they're very much set in their ways. You're not gonna convince someone
But,
like that
see,
to
that's the thing,
see
though,
eye
man.
to eye with you.
It's like that's the thing. It's like I don't care if we don't see eye to eye. Like, dude, I get its opinion. Like, I do want to but I do want to pick your brain and know why you think that way. But like people, and I'm sure both you guys have experienced this because I've experienced this so many fucking times throughout my bitch ass life. Like literally, people like their opinions are so crazy when they're like, okay, I'm like, okay, bro, so why do you think that way? They're like, oh, I just feel that way because that's just how I feel. Like people who don't actually like you can't just say a crazy ass fucking opinion and literally just like say, oh, because of all that shit. Like I don't have to explain it. It's like, dude, you can't just like that just shows that all they want is a bitch ass reaction. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that shit sucks ass.
Dude, there was some guy at my work, and I can't believe he fucking said this. He literally believes, he believes that like some abortions, he believes that some abortions are literally like people eating human babies. That's what he believes. That there's a conspiracy
I think
theory
I
out
know,
there.
I know I think I know I know what he's talking about. It's like
Yeah.
especially like Hillary Clinton. She was like I remember this. It was like adrenochrome, and there was this whole thing that they were keeping kids in like a pizza place, and they were draining them of adrenochrome so that they could live forever because they're
Oh
all
my god,
vampires.
is that why South Park did a fucking episode on that?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
right.
Yes, so this is an actual thing though.
I was
but
like,
this is what
wait.
people believe. This is actually what people believe.
That's
though.
fucking
Dude,
funny.
Randy, fucking, what's
Yep.
Stan's dad, Randy. He literally
Yep.
like sat in a Papa John's,
Yep.
and they were like, "Yo, if
Yep.
you eat fucking, what was it like? If you ate like, carbs or something, your like dick would fly off." Like,
Yeah, no, exactly. So yeah,
Oh
I
my
mean,
god, dude.
that's the real life events that episode inspired.
Oh,
all a conspiracy,
I
though,
didn't
you
know
know?
that was an actual thing. I was like, wait, South Park
Yeah,
did a
it's a-
fucking episode on this.
Yeah, no, but that's
I
why
remember
it's
that
dude. That's why
episode
it's so
so
funny
well.
though, because
Yeah.
they literally didn't have to change like basically anything. All
Nope.
the like
No, they
it
didn't.
just is what it is, you know.
It's so disturbing.
Well,
Dude, that was literally the thing. Literally, I remember that episode vividly because I was like, "What the shit is happening?" In that episode, literally, they like that was their quarantine to keep people off because I think it was like if you ate like carbs or no, it was gluten. Yes, it was gluten.
Gluten.
If you consume gluten, because I remember like that dude. Who's that? Principal Mackey, the principal of the school, he literally would be like, I'm gluten free and I feel so fucking amazing. And like he'd would tell everybody that gluten is a bad thing, and that he tried to convince people to go gluten free. And then the scientists in the middle of the school did a thing where like literally if you drink it and like if you consume gluten, you literally will go fucking crazy and your dick will fly off.
No.
like all the way off.
God
Yeah,
damn.
like literally the episode Literally, in the episode, I'm not even joking. In the fucking episode, hit like the doctor consumed the gluten, and then literally he was like going and then his dick flew across the fucking room like a paper airplane, like.
That's fucking funny.
Oh my god! And like Prince Mac is just like sitting there like, hey, look, his dick is flying around.
Doesn't he become president too at one point? Like,
Prince O'Mackey?
yeah,
He
right?
might.
No,
Yeah.
that's the
Or is that the other one?
Mr. Garrison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Mr.
yeah,
Garrison.
Garrison.
Mr. Garrison.
I'm
actually
currently
at one time
rewatching the fucking
becomes-
series, so
You rewatching it?
yeah,
Nice.
I think at one point, yeah, Mr. Garrison literally becomes a woman too.
yeah.
So,
nice.
He goes through. He's a man. Then he makes transition to become a woman. And I think the episode is literally called Mr. Garrison's Fancy New Vagina. And then
Nice.
he goes from man, transitions to woman, then transitions back to a man, and then literally after that, he runs president. Yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
that,
The way it should
Sounds
be.
about right.
it should be. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, watching that shit, man, legend show, legend.
Mhm.
Show.
You gotta play the games, bro. You gotta.
I do.
They
I
do. You
should.
do have
you
to.
need-
I
I
should.
mean, I've only played the first one, right, Jerazy? I think there's a second one that.
Yeah, the second one is the superheroes. Sounds
yeah,
really good.
I haven't played that one.
Yeah, man, legend. Like literally, out of all the genres of entertainment, whether it's sports, music, film, one of the most legend genres of entertainment is South Park, for sure.
Yeah, no.
I've been going on for a while too.
And dude, it's like so, it's so crazy because it's like since it doesn't look real, it looks so not real. They can get away with so much, like
Yeah.
bro. Like I think even as almost comedians, Canadians, like dude, their heads don't even fucking connect.
Oh yeah, when
Yeah.
it
It's just
detaches
like-
when they talk.
It's like hello, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? I'm from Canadian. I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian. I'm from Canada. And it's just like it's not really mean. It's just so random that they do
Yeah.
that for Canadians.
The yeah, no. I mean, in the style is very what the fuck is it called? It's like a paper mache. Like it's
Yeah.
like you know, like they cut like pieces out of paper and then they glued it on, you know, shit like that.
Oh.
Like it's that's why it looks as you know
It's
shit
very
as it does.
unique.
But yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
unique.
crazy,
Sure.
crazy fucking show. Yo, I've had this conversation with some of my followers and just random other people. What do you guys? I mean, probably Drazy, you'd say South Park, but like, what is the best adult cartoon ever made?
I also really like The
mean-
Simpsons. Like The Simpsons up there as well. But,
Really? I didn't know you watched The Simpsons, bro. I
Yeah,
thought you were just
man.
South Park all day.
well, I mean, I'm not that
What do you
uncultured.
consider? I mean, like, what do you consider an adult cartoon? Can it,
Okay, like-
does it have to be a comedy? Like, because if it's a comedy, I mean, because I'm thinking of one from Amazon that I've watched like a year or two ago, and that shit was fire.
Okay, I guess I'm counting comedy. So like it'd
Only
be
comedy?
South Park,
Okay.
Robot Chicken, Rick and Morty, Family Guy, American Dad, Simpsons, like that genre of thing. And I'm not gonna lie, but Robot Chicken is fire. I know people hate the fuck out of it, but yo, it's just like these random little clips, and some of them are fucking hilarious.
That's who the fuck is it? That's
Seth Green,
Chris. Yeah, Seth Green, exactly. Yeah.
Chris from Family Guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in so long, dude.
I'm not gonna
It's a
lie, bro. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, crew.
No, I was gonna say it's kind of fucked sometimes. It's a kind of fucked
Yes.
show.
I do remember that. I remember waking up to that as a kid. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I left my TV on, and then this
Dude,
dude.
claymation,
It's like
especially, it can be creepy, bro. It can be like, I don't know why. Maybe it's like cheap claymation or something. Like it just looks weird. Like it's off. Like you're just like,
Well,
Yeah.
it's all first of all it's stop motion.
oh yeah. It's like,
also, it's-
is it like dolls or something that they use
It's
too?
exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Dolls and action figures. Oh, dude, there was even like one about like because it's all stop motion. There was a thing where literally they had like popsicle sticks dressed as cheerleaders, and they were all like, "We'll help you raise money. We'll go around the country and have sex with random people."
Fuck. Oh
I mean,
my
I've seen
God.
like I literally watch on like YouTube. There's like the Star Wars like version of Robot Chicken, and it's like all like Robot Chicken Star Wars jokes and shit. It's pretty funny. Like
Yes.
That's the one I remember
uh,
the most. Yeah.
yeah, the one that's
Yo,
like the stormtrooper takes his daughter to work. Day,
Yes.
all that shit,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I remember the stormtroopers he's talking to Darth Vader, which obviously is his boss. He's like, because kids, I mean, they change your world. Oh, I'm probably gonna get fired for this, but fuck it. I love my daughter. And Vader's like, that really hits me where I
Yes. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh god, legend.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember as a kid staying up toward like midnight and seeing that show. I'm not gonna lie though, as a kid, I mean now it's like it doesn't freak me out, but as a kid, the fucking
Yeah.
the intro was so creepy to that show. It actually freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember
could-
it.
It's where the crazy ass doctor who's like the main, like, not really, because there's no main character in the show.
Mhm.
It's like the main, I would say, for the main, like, logo, I guess, for the show. But anyway,
Mhm.
the doctor finds a chicken and literally like
'Cause
grabs
it crossed the road, right? And it died.
Yes.
Yeah.
because he was
Get it?
trying to cross the road. The
Yeah,
whole riddle.
yeah.
He literally grabs the chicken. And then he literally takes it to his lab, and he's like designing it, and he makes it into a robot chicken.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, I gotta show you that fucking.
If you
intro,
rewatch
man.
this show, you'll know
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
And like the part that
Wow.
freaked me out is like literally when it says, when like it goes to the scene where it shows the name Robot Chicken on the screen, it goes like, "It's alive."
Yeah. No, dude, it is like watching it now, it is such a fire show. Like
It really fucking is.
Might have
dude.
to rewatch that as well.
Some of the shit is, I will say, Drazy, it is like the most funny and fucked up show you will
Oh
ever
yeah,
see
I
in
do
your
remember
entire
that. I
life.
do remember it being fucked.
I remember literally there's another Star Wars joke in there that was, oh my god, I was crying, bro. I was crying. There was a joke where literally it was right, it was in, I think it was like they had the joke in the middle, like where like right when Darth Vader was becoming Darth Vader, so like towards the end of Revenge of the Sith,
Mhm.
he's out killing all the Jedi and shit like that. And sorry guys if I spoil the 23-year-old
Oh
movie for you,
no.
I'm so sorry, guys. Like this is your fault at this point. But anyway, I remember literally I was watching it, and the joke was, he's like, just, it's Palpatine, the Emperor. He's just sitting at his fucking desk, just chilling, and then literally the phone rings. It's like, you have a collect call from Darth Vader, and he's like, "Ugh, I gotta take this. Hang on, Vader. How's my favorite Sith? Huh? Oh, slow down. What? What do you mean they blew up the Death Star? Oh, fuck! Well, who's they? What the hell is the Millennium Falcon?
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Just legend. show.
I gotta rewatch, man. That is just amazing.
So fucking hilarious. I think honestly what it is, man, like, I can't even describe it. I think it's something about when it's actually stop motion. That literally is like a whole different thing. Because it's like, I can't think of any other stop motion TV show. Wait 1 second.
Your
ladies and
camera's
gentlemen.
lagging a little bit.
Oh, he said okay, ladies and gentlemen, crew got actually just disconnected.
Oh shit.
Well, you know what, guys? That sucks, but it'll just be me and Drazy for the rest of the podcast, I guess.
Yo.
Excuse me. Then that sucks. Well, you know what, guys? We'll miss Crew. He's a legend. He started off as a good man. He'll come back a stronger one.
Yep.
Oh man.
Maybe next
But
week.
yeah, bro. Exactly. Next week. Well, actually, no. We'll do another one this week. And ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, that's right.
we got a special guest coming on this week, and I cannot wait to hang out
Bum,
for
bum,
her to come on
bum.
with you guys. Yeah, it'll be the first bum bum bum. It'll be the first like real conversation we'll have together. So like she's gonna be awesome. So yeah, look out for her, ladies and gentlemen. But no, yeah, man. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. The amount of traction we've gotten on YouTube compared to Spotify, like we have got most of our track is from Spotify, but like we've gotten so much attention from YouTube. People literally fucking are enjoying the fact that they can actually like watch us more than just listen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, yeah. It adds to the experience a little bit.
100%. Like it's a whole different thing, and yeah, literally the amount of like views and stuff like that, people are just loving it, and like I've just been like promoting it all the fucking time everywhere. So yeah, it's going incredible.
Hell yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, try to find the ketchup bottle in the background of Brad's camera.
Yes. And if you need help, if you haven't found it yet, It's right there,
Yeah.
baby. It's right there.
What's the brand of the water bottle behind it? Comment down below.
Oh, you wait, water bottle. I thought
Yeah.
we were going ketchup.
No, but you can barely see it. But you can recognize it if you're
Water
watching on YouTube.
Oh, how close does your camera zoom in? Holy
It
shit!
does it, dude. These fucking glasses, they fucking
Gosh.
enhance shit. I
I
can
was
see
gonna ask you,
everything.
okay, like I wanted to explain this on the podcast. So like, I know I had some people wondering, like, yo, why does that guy? Hey, is crew back, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh shit! The return
Is
of
he
the
back,
crew.
baby? Has he returned?
Damn.
Oh, no crew. Have you returned, bro? Oh, okay. He is on the verge of returning to us. We're getting there, man. See, I'm not saying this. This is basically why I think aliens exist. He was here before, he left, and now he finally came back to literally claim his actual thing on Earth. You know, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Another theory that I've heard people talk about. They literally believe that, like, you know how like the Jews made the pyramids all by hand.
Hello.
Right.
Hey, he's back,
Okay.
baby.
Sorry, my internet took a poopy.
You're totally fine,
Oh
man.
no.
I hope it wiped its ass good though.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, like, there's, you know how like the Jews made the pyramids all by hand. Like, there's a theory people have. I heard this from one of my friends. They actually had the theory that, like, the reason why they're like as, like, you know, pyramid shaped, like kind of like a big ass triangle. They have their theory that, like, since the reason why it's that shape is because they said that she thinks that literally, like, aliens have already visited us, and their, like, idea of being able to, like, signal something or like to know everything is okay is with triangles. That's that kind of like shape. So she thinks that, like, the aliens actually forced them to build those pyramids that way and that size and that shape to be able to, like, make contact, be able to make the aliens happy, and to be able to, like, have a signal to be able to show when to, like, show on Earth how things are going off of Earth.
What the fuck?
That's
Interesting.
wild. It's
Huh.
wild. Never heard that one before in my entire life. Never
No.
have.
I mean, I think I saw that in. They use some shit with the pyramids and that, but
There's some insane ass conspiracy theories out there, bro. There really is. There's like some weird
No.
ones. Like, dude, there's people who literally believe that, like, you can transform into like a werewolf on some like Twilight type shit. You know what I mean? It's like they're like, I'm like, yo, you really think some dude there just chilling eating lunch, at some point his ears are gonna go from round to fucking pointy? Like, oh my god. And like, they tried to use this thing, bro, where they're like, yo, if you don't believe in transformation, then you don't believe in evolution. I'm like,
There's a very clear difference between the two.
What?
Ah, bro, dude,
My
I like wonder,
God.
like, yo, how many, like, there's no way you graduated from school. There's no way. Oh man, God, people are so stupid.
Mm-hmm. Very.
It's exactly, Tracy. You know what I'm saying?
Very.
Oh man, like, yeah, but some things like that, bro. It's just like, it really makes you question, like, what the fuck, like, how did these ideas even come to them? Like, is that just what happens when you give someone access to the internet and they have too much free time, or like, they just literally, like, want to get attention, so they literally come up with some random thing. The water might not be wet. Like, you know, like, why does this, like, yo, I don't actually believe the sun is that far away. It might actually be closer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Yep.
know, man. It's fucking insane.
When a lot of
Like,
idiots gather on fucking Twitter,
yeah.
shit happens, man.
Is
Shit
it like
happens.
some? It's like, dude, it's not even like there's a few. It's like Drazy. There's
A lot,
fucking army.
yeah.
There's
Oh,
an
yeah.
army, and they're coming to invade and kill us. They're basically the aliens.
No.
uh,
Can't lose that
It's
war.
wild,
Hell
man.
no.
Let me ask you guys something. Do you guys think that we've been visited by aliens yet, or do you think they're still on their way to come visit us?
Mm,
I don't know. I mean, who's to say? There's a lot of conspiracies like about like I think aliens landing here in the 40s, and that's like the reason why Area 51 was invented.
Ooh, that's a good
But
one.
yeah, but I don't know. Like it's just these are just conspiracy theories, and it's like what kind of ship would have, I don't know, like yeah,
Right.
I don't know what would be their motive to come here. Why wouldn't we notice, or
Right.
why wouldn't anybody document it more, I guess? But I guess at that time maybe it wasn't as easily,
Mm-hmm.
documented.
Do you think
Yeah.
do you think the reason why Area 51 exists is because you think that's where they might have landed? You think that's maybe why?
Yeah, I think that's the whole conspiracy. I believe it's like, yeah,
Okay.
they landed in the desert.
Interesting.
Yeah, and
I'm not gonna lie, they're trying to figure some shit like that out with like UFO abductions, where like literally people, like everyone you talk to, they're like, "Yo, I got abducted by a UFO. Like aliens tried to rape me in my sleep." Just some random whacked out shit. But I think, but like literally, I heard this is another theory, but like they have this theory about it. They think the reason why this is happening is so like they set up webcams, everything like that. They set up tripods, everything they'll be able to catch every moment. And for some reason, it always happens while it's at nighttime and when you're sleeping. And they think what's happening is that your brain is releasing these endogenous psychedelic chemicals, and it's forcing you to have these hallucinations. But when someone actually is watching you with a but and like you and like because it's forcing you to have these hallucinations, you really do believe that in your sleep you're actually taken aboard a UFO and actually flew away to a whole other planet. But when people they're actually watching you with cameras, nothing actually happens, and these people swear by it. You
do
know?
you think that's what the fuck is it called? I mean, I think I don't know if I suffer from that, but it's like sleep deprivation, right? Sometimes, or it's
Isn't that
like where
called
you
sleep paralysis or some
or
shit like
sleep
that?
paralysis. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
I,
You
I've
Yeah,
really
had
yeah,
that.
suffer
yeah.
I've
from that,
had that
crew?
before.
Yeah, I've had it a couple times. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, guys, that's insane.
Uh,
Okay? Is it kind of like this, where it's like your body's frozen, you feel like you're talking, but nobody can hear you. And like you could literally see like a
some
figure in the
sometimes
room.
I've had
never.
all of
I mean,
those.
sometimes I've seen a
Oh
figure,
my
but not
god.
really. Like sometimes it's just like you're like it literally is your brain is like awake while your body's asleep. So like you can be
Right.
dreaming while being like in the state, and so it's like a lucid dream where you're like half awake, half asleep. Like there was one time I did call out to Alex, and he heard me, but he was like kind of asleep, so he just didn't know what to do. He just like went back to bed. So,
Damn.
Oh
but like,
man.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I've experienced it enough times where I just know, like, I just either if I'm experiencing that, like, sometimes I like can find ways to wake myself up, and then I'm like, all right, I can't go back to sleep for like a little bit. I gotta stay up and then like
Right.
go back to sleep. But yeah.
Drazy, can you please like go in depth really to say, because you said you've experienced all those. You experienced like just some random figure standing in your room?
Yeah. I well, not. I've
Dude.
actually I've had the door open before. This was when I was a kid. I've seen
Okay.
things like walk around. I think I could probably still draw the thing because I remember it very vividly.
Oh my
It's like a
god.
big shadow man or whatever the fuck. It's very creepy. I've had that. And more recent times, I've had times that I wake up
Right.
and I can't move. I can't do literally anything. I remember trying to shout because I couldn't breathe or anything. It was very weird.
Right.
Yeah, like I couldn't use any of my body, so I was like, I remembered I had to breathe, and then I couldn't. So I just tried shouting
Damn.
out, and then all that came out was like, you know what I mean? Because I had nothing left.
Oh.
Oh.
That lasted for several minutes, and then I just couldn't go to sleep because I was like, I'm gonna fucking die.
Oh my god, bro.
that was like
That's
2 years ago.
terrifying. Cause like yo, I remember seeing a video of someone who literally suffers from sleep paralysis, and they literally would be like, they'll be literally like laying down, and like they'll all of a sudden like they'll just like wake up, and they'll be looking around the room, freaking out, and they can't move at all. Like it's like I think it's just like your brain is just not sent. Cause obviously like me moving my hands right now, it's all this happening is that your brain is sending signals for me to move my fingers, to move my arms, to be
Yeah.
able to touch my mic and move my mic. My brain is sending these signals like faster than anything you can imagine,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like you have to be able to move it when you want to. So it's like literally this guy is just like awake, and he's like freaking out, and he literally like can't move at all, and literally he just sees a figure just literally like standing there looking at them, literally just like, and like you can't see the person's face, you can't see any part of it. All you can see is just like it's almost like just their whole body figure. You can't see their face. They have no facial details. You can't see any other detail about them.
Just
It's
got
just
chills.
it's just a blank figure. And I'm like, dude, now I'm starting to wonder, like, yo, do you think that might actually be a maybe like, do you think that might actually be like just your brain and paranormal fucking with you, or do you think that could maybe even be like a visit from extraterrestrial?
I mean, I think it's just my brain fucking with me when I see that shit. Like I know that it's fake. Like I don't know. It's just my mind. Like
Yeah, I usually had those hallucinations, and I think I was very into paranormal content back then. So I think that was just my brain bringing, stuff to
subconsciously.
life, I
Yeah.
guess.
Right. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I had this crazy ass dream, and when I woke up, first of all, I have this really unique idea. If literally in the future, like, okay, if like literally they already have things now that like can indicate when you're dreaming. You know what I mean? Like think of like
Oh,
if you're asleep, there's like things you hook up to your body, and it can confirm that you're actually dreaming in your mind. I want this to happen in the future, bro. I want it to be like where you can hook something up to your brain, you fall asleep, and if you have a dream, they literally can record your dream overnight, and then when you wake up, you could plug it into a TV and watch it on the TV.
no, I don't want that. I
Bro,
die
I
in
would.
like 90% of my dreams.
Oh
Oh God.
god.
So pretty much, you don't have dreams, you have
I
nightmares.
get stabbed, I get eaten by alligators, I
Oh
die
my
in the
God.
Jesus
ocean,
Christ.
shit like that. I get run over, I jump off a building. I don't know why, but
And
I
Oh
these
my
are
jump off.
god.
reoccurring dreams.
Yeah, I say like 90%.
Bro.
They always end that like if I get stabbed, like as soon as I get hit, it's just like boom. I wake up, I'm like, what the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
I've woken up, like what do you call it, with the momentum of like falling, like like my legs end up being like higher than what I am like on my bed is like, and then I just wake up and like, holy fuck,
Bro.
that felt very real.
The falling dreams are the
Bro.
worst.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're the
no. I've
worst.
had those.
Oh, cause like yo, I had a dream literally just recently. Maybe it was like 4 days ago, and that just shows how like important, how like crazy this dream was to me. Cause like usually after like the first 5 minutes, you already forget what the fuck happened. So like literally, I remember I had this dream, right? And this is the reason I brought up like extraterrestrial, cause like this dream had to do with extraterrestrials.
Right.
So in this dream, I literally like me and my friends are like just like going out, hanging out, walking around, and literally all of a sudden out of nowhere, we find alien life on like some ET shit, and we
Ooh.
find alien life, and then literally the alien seems cool, literally just chilling, and then like he like is hanging out with us, and we just go back to trying to live our daily lives, and then literally the alien starts writing out messages I remember there's one part of my dream we go to like a junkyard, and he like writes out a whole like big giant letters like out of trash. It says leave earth now, because the alien could see the future, and he knew that he want like since I guess since we were cool, or he wanted to just warn anybody, he kept trying to warn us and give us signals to get off of earth, because he could see the future, and he knew that the world was going to come to an end.
Oh shit.
Damn, okay.
That like freaked me out.
I mean, that's very crazy.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
very crazy.
if you're like into all this alien shit, you should watch. I think it's called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, I believe.
Okay.
But it's a Steven Spielberg movie, and it actually is like one of the better. It's an interesting movie because it deals with the aliens in a different way than like most movies are. Like, an alien lands and they're like, kind of friendly, or they're either the opposite. They're super fucking violent and they're killing everything.
Okay.
This really actually, I think this deals with more of like conspiracy theories and like, trying to like get to the root of like actual like UFOs and things like that. And it is fiction, obviously, but like it does have a lot of I think a lot of like real life events, or maybe conspiracy theories that we have in our real world that influence it. It was made in like the 70s, but it's really fucking good.
Interesting.
Wow, that sounds fucking awesome.
Because it sounds a lot like just like all the things that you're asking or like talking about. Like they deal with it in certain ways, but in like it just like it's interesting. Just watch it. You know, check
Right.
it out.
Hell yeah. I would love to check that shit out, bro. And one more thing before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I have another hot take from like fucking work that happened, bro. I was talking to and this is what I wanted to save for the pod because I could talk about this on stream because I'm a zombie streamer, but I was like, dude, fuck it, I got to do this on the podcast. Um, literally, what happened is I was talking to like some of my friends at work, and they're not really Call of Duty zombie dick riders like myself, so they're not really like super into it, which is fine. I understand, but they're into it enough to like know, and they've played the maps. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they literally said this. I was like, "So what maps do you guys not like?" And they're like, what's that one map from BO3 with the bows, like Dreisentrack? Yeah, that map is trash, bro. Horrible map." And then I was like, "Okay, what's your guys' favorite map?" They're like, "Oh, what's that map with the bus transit?" Yeah, that map is actually great. And I was like, there is no possible way. I Bro, this is what I'm saying, man.
I think
So
that's a
I'm
casual take, which is fair.
I mean, yeah, but dude, like,
Newbies, they're
Mm.
yeah.
not aficionados and zombies.
But like, oh, this is the thing though, man. I tried to make it. I was like, okay. Like, they asked me, okay, bro, why do you not like transit? Why do you not like it? And I was like, well, let's look at one thing, bro. Like, let's like, oh, dude, like Treyarch's like, oh, bro, let's make a map, but let's make like 60% of the map not playable because you can run through fog and all the fog. You don't want to go in the fog. There's like face fuckers in fog. You know what I mean? And they were like, well, I think that's honestly just a skill issue.
Okay. I don't know about the skill issue there. I don't
Yeah,
think that
again,
applies.
These are people that probably I know these are people that probably just play casually or they just like don't even really know what like zombies is. Their highest round is like 20 or some shit.
But like, see, for me, for like someone who plays like when you do like that's why it's a sensitive subject for me because it's like when you try to talk
Yeah.
talk about it and like try to make a case that you think it's good when you clearly don't know shit. That's what gets me.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, crew, like if I literally started like talking major shit on fucking Cyberpunk, you would literally be like, Brad, shut your bitch ass up, you don't know what the hell you're even talking about. Like,
I mean, yeah,
and
maybe.
I would literally be like, you're right, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, which is like literally like, yeah,
Yeah.
like
They don't know
like,
what
yo,
they're talking
Dre,
about.
yeah, exactly. And Dre's, I'm sure, like, for like a game that you fucking love, bro. Like, literally, I would be like for like Splatoon or something like that. And you would be like, I'd be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, man, that game fucking sucks. And they'd be like, Brad,
Unbelievable.
shut the fuck up. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, anything that we're passionate about, and you try to act like you know it, and you're making yourself just look like a dumbass. Like, that's what's like, okay, dude. Like, it's like it's hard for me to not get mad when you say things
No,
like
yeah,
that.
that's completely
You know what I
fair.
mean? Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
totally
true.
true.
No, yeah,
It's
the casual takes are very, very different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
100%
They're casual.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, if you're like, oh, I just like town, that's fine. But then people say like, oh, my favorite map is transit. I'm like, that's definitely a casual person's take. But dude,
Mhm.
even like people who are like huge dick riders of Call of Duty, like me, like myself, they still believe it's the best map. Like that shit, no excuse. No fucking excuse.
I don't know what
Yeah,
to say
not
about that
true.
one.
Yeah. When it's like, I'm like, dude, okay, I remember an Adrazi, I know you remember this guy. There was a guy, and he's gone now, but his name, he came actually from our podcast. His name was Michael, and he literally told me, I don't even care if I say his name, fuck it. Literally, Michael was telling me, he was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think Origins and Mob of the Dead are the two worst maps ever made, but like Transit is easily top 3. And I'm like,
Mm.
bro,
Okay.
that for someone who, and like he said, he's been playing zombies for like 10 years, bro. When you say that Origins literally did nothing, and it's not and it like literally you're saying, oh, it wasn't influential at all to Call of Duty, like you're just factually incorrect. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
yeah.
when you're denying facts,
Mhm.
that's when any normal human being would get fucking pissed.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like, oh my god.
yeah. From I don't know. Like even transit is like very slow, even for high round standards.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Very slow.
I remember when I first met you, Drazy, and then first of all, man, it's like, yo, I was fucking, I saw it's like literally we've already been chilling for a whole year. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Because like you just celebrated you had just had a 1 year anniversary for your being affiliate. That was fucking lit.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Um, but like, yeah, literally, like, I remember when I first met you, I was like, yo, I challenge you to get round 50 on transit. That shit took you like 4.5 hours.
Yeah. It was like five
Holy
something, I
shit.
think.
It's like, dude, you think that is like, dude, on fucking Origins, literally, if you have a ice staff, you can literally get to round 50 in like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Or like even on
Jesus.
Die Rise, all you do is just build the sickle fire, hit the bank, and literally just like get everything set up on round 1. You can get round 50 in an hour.
Yeah.
In an hour. Like that's pretty
Yeah.
much, like pretty much when this podcast started and ended, you could already be at round 50. Like I don't know, man. And they think that oh god. In my community, we literally call it trans shit.
Deserves.
That's true. Yeah.
There you go. Hell yeah. This is why I love having you guys as my co-hosts. It's fantastic. Anyway, guys, we're going over an hour, so we're going to end it there. Yo, thank you guys so much, man. I thought this was a very entertaining episode. Instant classic, baby. And yo, hope y'all have a wonderful week. We will see you this weekend. But either way, we will also see you in the next one.